Looks great on my desk while reducing clutter? Check. Check it out. Look at this awesome pen set I made. It's a 1:708 scale SpaceX Starship rocket, booster, orbital launch mount, and articulated launch tower. I'm practically Elon Musk over here. Beat this, Elon. Let's see it in action. Awesomely fun printable scale model of Starship full stack and Mechazilla launch tower? Check. Utilitarian pen and holding stand? Check. Looks great on my desk while reducing clutter? Check. By the way, you can download this and print it yourself. Link in the description. Stay tuned and I'll show it to you in more detail. And stick around to the end, as I'll be giving away one complete model of it that I'll be shipping to the winner, and I'll reveal how you can win it completely free. Let's take a look at all the features it has, and then we can disassemble and reassemble it to show how easy it is. First, I do want to mention that by sheer luck, the heat shield fits perfectly over a Sharpie pen, so I modified the orbital launch mount to also fit a Sharpie. Check it out, coolest Sharpie ever. What I use here is a basic old reliable Bic pen, the round section kind of soft plastic kind, not the hard hexagonally shaped kind, and this booster holds it perfectly. Earlier iterations of the design varied in order to grab the pen best, the first having a split to allow slight expansion, and the second eliminated the split for a slight taper, but it wiggled a little bit. And now the ideal. It has a few lobes on the bottom end to make it now perfectly stable and securely gripped even at the business end of the pen, now ideal for precision penning. You can see here that the chopsticks are articulated in both opening and closing and in moving up and down. They can also swing out to the sides. The QDA, or quick disconnect arm, can also move up and down and also side to side, mimicking the real thing. So you can fuel your pen in your imagination. Even the grid fins on the booster are articulated and aimable to suit your taste. Now stay tuned and I'll be telling you how you can enter for free to win one already printed shipped to you. By the way, fun fact, this is to scale of 1:738. Though funny thing, I don't recall exactly how I came to that scale. I think basically just made the overall height fit in my printer. I'm not exactly sure why I did that scale. But now back to it. The tower itself is designed to minimize stringing or spider webbing by being easily assembled in multiple pieces that print flat and then assemble. And then they're held very securely by the top and bottom, as you can see here. You should never need to add supports for any of the parts, as I included custom supports in the CAD files in a few places required, such as the heat shield and the orbital launch mount. You might need supports on the chopsticks, but I don't think you will. It depends on the material you're printing with also. On the chopsticks and quick disconnect arm, you might need supports depending on the material you select, but I modified the designs to where they print with the PLA and ASA that I tried very nicely with no supports. As you can see here, you can do the full launch tower or simply the orbital launch mount without the tower, or a row of 6 OLMs, or any combinations you choose. Regarding recommendations on materials and settings, most any materials and default settings should be fine, and in general no supports required except where I've included them in the CAD files and are easy to break off without hurting the artwork for the most part. But be careful, some of these parts are delicate. I do generally like ASA material as it tends to print very cleanly and tends to have a more matte finish, which can be desirable, especially on the heat shield. Although I find the silk PLA is stringing even less, and so that may be better for the chopsticks. I do also find that the silk PLA looks and prints much nicer than plain or hyper PLA, so consider that over the regular PLA if you do get messy results. I know that any hyper PLA that I tried came out quite messy, while the silk PLAs were much nicer with no stringing or spider webbing, even better than the ASA, but I do like the matte finish on the ASA. You can see here in the close-ups that the overall design and that of each part is optimized to print very cleanly and very little to no stringing or spider webbing. You can see here the scaled way down details of the hot staging ring vents, grid fins with flow-through holes, chines, and engine covers and engine bells at the business end of the booster. Also, of course, you can try to closely match colors to the real thing, or mix and match colorways creatively to suit your tastes, or maybe for your Sharpies you'll like color-matched heat shields, however you like it. Okay, here we go on the giveaway I promised earlier. I'm going to ship to the winner for free a full complement of all these parts printed to whoever posts the most compelling comment as to what they like about the design. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please click the like and subscribe, and also share it with your like-minded friends. Until next time, get out there and make your world a better place.